What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Punk Rock Radar. Today, I've got another stack of CDs to go through. I got most of these on Discogs. I think one is from eBay and one is a PO box submission, and lots of good underrated stuff today. So I'll probably play a couple clips because I think a lot of these are smaller bands, but they're worth checking out. So yeah, let's get into it. The first one I got is Kid with Manhead, and this is their album, The Mr. Potato Head Chainsaw Massacre. I have the other one. It's like called Flapjack something, which I think is a better record, but this one is still okay. It reminds me a little bit of Bush. The vocals are very Bush, and then it, like a little bit of Green Day and the first Phoenix TX album, kind of, but it's like just catchy mid 90s skate punk that I think a lot of you guys would dig. Like I said, go check out the second one first, but this is still a cool record. And this was $1.99, so I was gonna pick it up. And yeah, Kid with Manhead, bad band name, good band. Go check them out.
But I play so much on your fucking economy. A lot of things that made me have less than nothing to do with you.
Up next, we've got one of Dylan's favorite, maybe not favorite, but a band that Dylan talks about, Whippersnapper. This is The Long Walk. I think their other album, America's Pastime, has like a little bit more notoriety, but this one still to me is pretty good. I was listening to it just before I started recording, and I wrote down it sounds like pop punk strung out and like a little bit of No Use for a Name, Early Saves the Day. Like, it's really catchy, but like there's some technical stuff going on in here too. I should have looked up where they're from. Probably California, but it has like a New Jersey feel to it. And yeah, this is worth checking out. The other one's also worth checking out too, but this is Whippersnapper, The Long Walk. I'm sorry about the ridiculous glare. I don't know why it's so bad today.
Is anybody listening? Did you notice that there's something missing? Do you even care? You're willing to try, you're willing to change. It's easier than you might think. Find our own voice, sing our own song. Find our own voice, find our own way. Find the strength to change. Sing our own song, stand alone. Find our own.
Okay, so when we're talking about bands that kind of like not started, but like paved the way for a scene, I feel like we don't talk about these guys enough. This is Glass Eater. I think they're from Miami, Florida. But like, as far as I know, and I could be wrong, like this is the first or one of the first bands to really incorporate screaming into pop punk. And this is like Betting on a Loser. 7 Years Bad Luck is definitely my favorite song, the title track. But this is such a fun album. And you'd think something like this wouldn't age really well, but like it does. I still feel like this hits. And I think the guys got back together for a couple reunion shows. So maybe we get some more. With that said, the albums that follow this, I feel like kind of lose a lot of the charm that this one has. And if you're going to listen to Glass Eater, I would probably start here and end here. But I still enjoy this record. I still listen to this a lot. So I'm glad to get it back. It's a weird thing. It's both Fearless and Eulogy. I think Eulogy did it first, and then they did like a collab release later on, which is, you didn't really see that back then. Like nowadays the joint releases are pretty common, but like in the early 2000s, that's a weird thing to see.
Black cat jumping out at me at night. Oh my God, nothing seems to be going wrong. What happened to get bad luck? What happened to get bad luck?
Up next, I got Shiver, which I found out about these guys when I just started doing New Music Friday. I erroneously posted this as a new release because it was finally on streaming, but I started listening to it and I was thinking like this sounds just like 1208, 98 Mute, Pennywise, and then I looked it up just before this, and the Darian Rundle, like who produces all those like theologian bands, produced this too. So if you're looking for some like melodic hardcore from I think this is '05, but like that late 90s, early 2000s Pennywise sound, this is something you should definitely check out. I Shiver, and this is called Last Rides of the Midway, and this is on Decor Records, DA Core Records.
Won't let you break me down, 'cause I can feel the anger rising, but something tells me to let it go, 'cause I can feel the anger rising, but something tells me.
All right, another Dylan band, and when I saw it, I thought it was signed, but it just says promo, and it's permanent marker on the booklet, which kind of blows. But I mean, how often are you finding Doc Hopper CDs? I put this on, and I'm hearing Face to Face, I'm hearing RKL in the vocals, and it's just really good, really fun album. Then I'm seeing now it came out on Go Kart, which I've said it many times. Lewis worked at Go Kart. I don't ever remember him having this Doc Hopper CD or anything by Doc Hopper, or I would have definitely checked it out. This is, of the stack here, this may be my third or fourth favorite that I got. And this is really freaking good. So I'm going to spend more time with this. I would definitely check it out. Zigs, Yaws, and Zags. Album title, maybe could use a little work, but good record. All right, and now I've got, when I bought this, I didn't even realize it was the special edition, but this is Saves the Day, Through Being Cool. I think this is the 20-year anniversary, and it's got, I don't even know what's on the second disc. Basement Demos is disc 2. So it's got different versions of the songs, live versions, some songs I don't even recognize from here. But yeah, when I remember when these guys were coming around, like I saw this album cover and I was like, I'm not going to dig this, but I really liked Can't Slow Down. And lucky for me, I didn't really fall out of Saves the Day until the album after this. And this is still very much like Lifetime influence pop punk. Maybe even expanding a little bit, but like, look how they look so young on it. Like, I think they were in college when this came out, but they look like just kids. Like it's kind of wild because this songwriting on here is so good for like such young kids. But this has like All Star Me, You Vandal, Shoulder to the Wheel, Holly Hawks, Forget Me Nots, one of my favorites. Yeah, it's just so good. Such a great landmark pop punk album. So it's cool to get this one. The second best Saves the Day album. All right. This is another weird one. Elliot reminded me about this, Kill Radio, and this was $1, so I was like, whatever. And I was like just doing a little bit of homework, and the album, sorry, there's a really loud car, but it's pretty much, they were like disenfranchised with the state of the music industry and the radio, but this is a major label album, so it's a little bit of the anti-flag treatment here, but it reminded me, I don't know, like I'm probably off base, but I hear a little bit of Gerard Way in the vocals, and the music reminds me of like major label era Anti-Flag, like maybe a more commercial Flatliners even. I don't hate it, but like I listened to the whole thing today and I was like, that's probably gonna be like one of the only times I listened to it. It's like a 5 out of 10 record, but it was $1, so I thought I'd give it a shot. I'm always like more receptive to music when I put the CD or listen to the record and I go sit down away from where I could touch it and change it. So that's why I listen to a lot of these. It gives me like a real first listen experience that way.
Leave the room. Never thought twice about holding your tongue. Once upon a time you were so young.
All right, so this one was sent to me in the PO box. I haven't listened to it yet. It's called Darker Than. The album is called It's Your Funeral. It looks like this is like all DIY, which I love. I also love that they went with the jewel case. I've said it so many times. I am not a fan of digipacks. I don't like the way they display. I don't like the way they break. Let's just go back to jewel cases, guys. All right, and I got a little note here, so I'll read it, and then I'll definitely play a clip of this since they sent it in. Enclosed is a CD copy of our second EP, It's Your Funeral. We'd be thrilled to have it reviewed by you. Darker Than are a 4-piece garage band from Baltimore, Maryland's punk rock graveyard. Drummer Mikey and guitarist Ben have been writing songs together for a few years before vocalist Hannah and bassist Scott joined in 2022, fully forming Darker Than. They put together and recorded a 7-song demo in 2023, and recently in spring of 2025, Darker Than recorded 7 brand new tracks now available on tape, CD, and digital download, which I'm assuming is this. If you guys want to check it out, I'll leave a link, but it's darkerthan.bandcamp.com or @_darkerthan. So I'll play a clip of this. It'll be the first time I hear it too. But if you guys like it, go give them a follow, and a big shout out to them for sending something to the PO box. It is much appreciated.
They don't want me thinking, they just want me to obey. But I won't blindly follow or do what they say. They want me sick and starving, scared and full of hate. So they're banning all the books and calling me snowflake. Hell no, it's your funeral. There's enough time, we just gotta work less.
All right. The last thing I'm going to show, I'm a mega I Am the Avalanche fan. I have Wolverine's picture disc signed, but this is my favorite Avalanche record. I think I even had it in my top 10 albums. This is Avalanche United, and I got a signed version from the UK. This was $12. So I was like, whatever. Like I would have paid $12 just for the CD if I saw it in the store. So to get a legitimate signed one for that, hell yeah. But this has like Brooklyn Dodgers, probably their most well-known song. Is This Really Happening? You've Got Spiders is probably my favorite Avalanche song. We've got a song with Anthony from Bayside. Holy Fuck was another big song that's on here. But it's a fantastic record. If you don't know, it's got Vinny on vocals from The Movie Life, and it's like kind of like The Movie Life, but more like melodic hardcore / rock than The Movie Life was. Like 40-hour Movie Life, but a little bit more like rock forward. But yeah, that's the last thing I have here. So that'll do it for this one. I have a vinyl one I'm going to do right after this. And then I have what I bought at the Punk Rock Museum. I just got back from Las Vegas yesterday. Stopped at the Punk Rock Museum. I got a handful of records and a couple other like trinkets, I guess you want to call it, from the museum. But so keep an eye out for that. And if you want to support the channel, there is this stuff right here. I've got a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles skate deck, shirt, poster, stickers, bundle that's in the web store. Everything was drawn by Seth Campbell. So I'll leave his information there too. And the same thing with this Dookie shirt. And I've got a hoodie as well with this design. And I always throw in a ton of stickers if you guys buy anything. Usually like whatever I could fit in there too, CD, extra record or whatever. But if you want to support, all that stuff's available. There's a link down below. And just join our Discord too if you want to talk 24/7 punk rock. I post every new well, I post every new release that I'm really digging at every Friday, usually like 8 to 10 albums that came out. So if you like these bands and you haven't heard of them and you want to find more, the Discord is a great spot to do so. We got 500 people in there now. So yeah, come hang out. But yeah, I'm going to get out of here. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all next time.